No matter the venue or the locale, when these two get together, you know the spirits are going to be flowing, the intensity will be high, and these two will be ready to write another chapter in their storied rivalry. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Florida's offense will take the field first. The Dogs able to hunker down and get out with a close win the last time they saw the Gators.
Yeah, and anytime you get a win in Jacksonville, anytime you beat Florida, it's a success. It doesn't matter if it's by 100 or if it's by 1. Georgia fans know how much this means to them, and so do these players.
Yeah, you know, they call this game the world's largest cocktail party.
Brings into the open. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Man, this is a defense that prides...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Looking for a push on 4th down. They make the stop, and not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Jones wants to throw it. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's ball. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it over the middle. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Gators are rolling down the field. Here's a give to ball. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the 1st down out of the Wildcat. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Gives it on the option. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a 1st down. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's ball. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And he's chased out of bounds at the 6-yard line, and they'll try to stick it in from there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Fires into the end zone. Got his man. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on third down.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
Hey, man, those big boys up front, man, they're the foundation of this unit, right? Like, they control everything. You have a great quarterback back there, and that's awesome. And we're going to talk about him throughout the game. But the guys up front, man, and the ability to be physical and keep him clean and keep him protected where he can do his work is the reason why this team is successful, Jesse. I bet you wish you had a line like that.
No question about it. And this defense, they've got their work cut out for them because they know they somehow, some way have got to be able to get home to the quarterback and try and affect him. That is easier said than done against this offensive line. They play as a cohesive unit.
It's a fumble. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming. That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Looking to fire. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Dogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Rides the option, he keeps it. He's dragged down to the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Well, going RPO on that 2nd down, the idea was they were going to have to throw and try to get a big chunk of yards to maybe get the first or set up 3rd and short, but no problem because your quarterback's playing smart football right now. He takes off running when no one's there.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This should be the last play of the quarter. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Handoff for Ball. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. So now it's 2nd and long. Red pass, it's complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. The Gators with the 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Jones to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Handoff ball running left. Picks up the 1st down. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Gators back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got it in the middle. It's Mays. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And now they've moved into the red zone. The run inside. It's Ball. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Not finding any running room, and I think that loss is going to give back what they gained on the previous play, and now it's 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. There he goes. He is stopped well short of the 1st down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. The Gators look to do some damage in the red zone. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Dances away. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive there. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Pulls it on the option. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Georgia sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pressure coming. Got a man in the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Powers through the defender. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense down. Instead, they'll replay it. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting. Could be an alley. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Right back to him on the ground. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Humphries. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Zings it complete to the right.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Offense breaks the huddle, it's 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got the tight end. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass on 2nd down. The throw. Finds his big tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. He'll set up to throw. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that Bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half. And the Gators will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. we're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence.
Makes the grab, just steamrolling the defense. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Snagged in the middle, it's Riley.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Wide receiver going in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Humphries. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Here comes the two-point try. He's looking to pass. He makes the grab for the two and ties the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Running inside. It's Pryor. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, trying to find his man. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Jones wants to throw it. Dumps it to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Rushes on him. Snagged out of the air. Turning it on. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
I love when offenses see defenses and read them. Nice job. Defenses sitting back on 3rd and long, playing soft coverage. Get the ball to your playmaker. Let him do the rest. Nice job seeing it. Nice job executing by this offense.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning this one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up 3rd down.
Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking deep. Got his man to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Ball again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Trying to move them on the counter. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country. And his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job game tackling as this game goes on.
Man, that hurts because second down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's third down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, he makes the catch. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Here's to get the ball. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on fourth down. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Wide receiver comes in motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quick release by the QB. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It'll be third and long. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw. It's Stockton. On target. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Handoff for Frazier. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Backed up now, here's second and long. Here's a give to Frazier. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Under fire. Takes the easy completion. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Stockton. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll give to Frazier. There's some room. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Phillips. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. The give, running right, it's Frazier. Shakes off the defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. On 3rd down, here's Frazier. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the 2nd straight play. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! They take the lead here in the 4th.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Can't make the connection in the defense, putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Dumps it off in the flats. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to get...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Ball. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay,
another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So the defense sets him up with that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Here comes the biggest drive for this defense. They need this stop the way the rest of us need oxygen. If they don't get it, they're done. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Frazier again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. And he's only able to pick up about a yard before he's stopped on the play. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Gotta believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Handoff for Frazier. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Gives him the big stiff arm. Breaks free and he might be gone. Touchdown Bulldogs! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Brown. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception